In 1979, Jerusalem bore the weight of silence and the shadow of war between God and Satan. The streets, usually alive with the voices of four faiths, had grown hushed. My home seemed muted, as each day itself had been withheld. Each day and each street held a different religious tone. If it was not Yom Kippur, it was Sukkot, the Jewish Feast of Tabernacles and the Feast of the Martyrs. Each day unfolded beneath the weight of sacred calendars, ruled by the faiths of the land, each with its own strict rules that governed daily life. God's beauty, a hidden flame, shimmering through the ancient city in my young faith, it was the Christmas that never came. With the somberness of my father, he led a procession of valediction, taking my hand to guide me through the holiest sites. Each step was a benediction, a whispered goodbye to our ancient home. No longer would I pass the Virgin Mother in sorrow, but with the tender farewell of consolation. We came to the fountain, where the water shimmered in the pool, a quiet mirror of God's beauty. And when we turned, behind us rose the great image of Jesus, a solemn blessing of our days ahead. At that moment, I carried God's presence within me, trusting that even as we departed, my last days in West Jerusalem became a chorus of farewells to my class, where confusion once filled the air, and to the teacher whose kindness shaped a child's heart. At my uncle's grocery store, the shelves teemed with food that carried my uniqueness, the spices whispered of home rising like memory in the air. His eyes bore the weight of unspoken words as his embrace held me firm. In parting, I hugged goodbye to the great shepherd who would have led me to the priesthood. Each farewell was a thread pulled from the fabric of belonging, leaving behind a garment frayed yet sacred. A change in life burned into my memory. Jerusalem itself mourned us as the stones of the old city whispered of centuries of faith and struggle, of pilgrims who had come seeking light. The city's sound was hollow, as though announcing not a gathering, but my departure. In every echo, I felt God's call. It was not in despair, but in a promise from God, the one who shaped the world and now shapes a new path. Even as we left behind the cradle of our faith, I walked a new path in our new home. Forever now, I carried with me the images of my last days. Jesus on the wall, the picture of the Holy Mother, the fountain, and the silence of the Holy Sepulchre. This Christmas was burned into my memory, that even in exile, God's beauty endures within my heart. A promise lingered for my return for Christmas to my old home, just one more time.